A man is walking down a street in New York. Security camera, frame 487, he's there, mid-step. Frame 488, empty sidewalk. Frame 489, different camera, 2 miles away, he appears. Same man, same stride, still mid-step. 0.4 seconds to cross 2 miles. Impossible. But I have the footage. I'm Marcus Reed. For 15 years, I've documented spatial anomalies, cases where people teleport, vanish from one location, appear in another, instantly. This is real. This is documented. And 2 weeks ago, it happened to me. If you want to see the evidence, subscribe now. What you're about to witness will shatter everything you thought you knew about space. Let's begin. Space is supposed to be fixed, point A to point B. You walk the distance, you drive it, you fly it, but you always cross it. There are no shortcuts, no skips, no folds. Except there are. Case number 1, March 22nd, 2025, Tokyo, Japan, Shibuya Station, rush hour, 8:47 a.m. Subject, Takeshi Yamamoto, 34 years old, office worker, carrying a briefcase. Camera A, platform 3, timestamp 08:47:12. Takeshi standing near yellow safety line, waiting for train, normal posture, checking his phone. Camera B, same platform, different angle, timestamp 08:47:13. Takeshi still there, phone in hand, briefcase at his feet. Camera C, platform 3, timestamp 08:47:14. Empty space. Takeshi is gone, phone is on the ground, briefcase tipped over, but Takeshi vanished. Security thought suicide, jumped onto the tracks. They checked, no body, no blood. Cameras on the tracks show nothing. He didn't jump, he just stopped existing. But here's where it gets impossible. Camera D, Shinjuku Station, 6 kilometers away, platform 5, timestamp 08:47:15. Takeshi Yamamoto, standing, confused, looking around, no phone, no briefcase, but same clothes, same posture. 2 seconds. He crossed 6 kilometers in 2 seconds. That's 10,800 kilometers per hour, 3 times the speed of sound. But he didn't move, he didn't run. Space collapsed between Shibuya and Shinjuku, and he fell through. Police interviewed him. Takeshi said, "I was waiting for the train. I felt pressure in my head, like my skull was being crushed. Everything went white. I couldn't see. Then I was at Shinjuku. Different platform, different people. My briefcase was gone. My phone was gone. I thought I was going insane." Security reviewed every camera between the 2 stations, 47 cameras, every angle. Takeshi didn't board a train, didn't walk through tunnels, didn't exit and re-enter. He was at Shibuya, then he was at Shinjuku. Nothing in between. The case was filed as a medical incident, possible seizure, possible hallucination. But the cameras don't lie. Takeshi teleported, whether he wanted to or not. Pause the video right now. Rewatch that sequence in your mind. You're standing, waiting, then you're 6 kilometers away. Instant, no memory of movement. Comment below if anything like this has happened to you, even a few meters, even once.
But wait, there's something I didn't tell you. 3 days later, March 25th, 8:47 a.m., same time, Shinjuku Station, platform 5. Takeshi is walking to work. Camera timestamp 08:47:14. Takeshi is there. Camera timestamp 08:47:15. Takeshi is gone. Camera at Shibuya Station, platform 3. Timestamp 08:47:16. Takeshi appears. Exact spot where he vanished 3 days before. He's back. Reverse teleportation. Same route. Opposite direction. Takeshi collapsed. Paramedics arrived. He was hyperventilating, saying, "It's happening again. It's pulling me back." As if space remembered where it broke, and broke there again, in reverse. Takeshi quit his job, moved to Osaka. He refuses to go near either station, because he's terrified that if he does, space will break a 3rd time, and he might not come back. Case number 2, June 8th, 2025, London, England, the Tower of London, 11:34 p.m. The tower closes at 6 p.m. After that, locked gates, motion sensors, armed guards, 24-hour surveillance, no entry, no exceptions. Camera 1, exterior south wall, timestamp 23:34:08, empty courtyard, no movement. Camera 2, interior White Tower 2nd floor, timestamp 23:34:09, empty room, stone walls, display cases, no one inside. Camera 3, same room, timestamp 23:34:010, a woman, standing in the center, arms at her sides, staring at the walls. 1 second. She appeared in 1 second, inside a building that's been locked for 5 hours. Motion sensors didn't trigger, Alarms didn't sound. She was just there. The woman, Emma Clark, 29 years old, nurse, lives 4 kilometers from the tower. She's screaming, pounding on the door. Guards hear her, respond within 3 minutes, unlock the door, find her. She's terrified, sobbing, saying, "I was walking, I was outside, then I was here. How did I get here?" No ID, no tools, no way to have entered. The door she's pounding on requires keycard and code. She has neither. The windows, 8 meters off the ground, barred. She didn't climb, she didn't break in, she appeared. Police arrested her for trespassing, but they couldn't explain how. Every entry point monitored, every window, every door, no gaps, no blind spots. Yet, Emma was inside. Her phone GPS tracked her walking along the Thames at 23:33, past the tower, normal route home. At 23:34:09, GPS signal lost. At 23:34:10, signal returns, inside the tower. She crossed stone walls 2 meters thick, without opening a door. I interviewed Emma. She said, "I felt like I was underwater, pressure on my chest. I couldn't breathe. Everything went bright. Then I was in that room, cold, dark. I thought I was dead. I thought I'd died, and this was hell."
4 witnesses outside the tower, same time, reported seeing a flash of light, brief, bright, near the south wall. 1 tourist took a photo, timestamp 23:34:09. The photo shows distortion, like heat waves, but it was June, at night, cold air, no heat source. Emma never walked past the tower again. She takes the long route home, adds 20 minutes to her commute, because she's terrified it will happen again. But here's the twist I found. I obtained the CCTV footage from the street, outside the tower, timestamp 23:34:09. Emma Clark, walking, visible on camera, timestamp 23:34:10. Emma Clark still walking, passing the tower gates. But at that exact moment, she's also inside, on the 2nd floor. The cameras show her in 2 places simultaneously for exactly 8 seconds. At 23:34:18, outdoor camera shows Emma stops walking, looks confused, puts her hand to her head, then continues, as if nothing happened. But the Emma inside the tower, still trapped, still screaming, until guards found her. 2 Emmas, same timestamp, 1 outside, 1 inside. For 8 seconds, she existed in both locations. Then the outdoor version continued. The indoor version was left behind. What does that mean? Was she split, copied, or was one of them not real? Case number 3, August 15th, 2025, Sydney, Australia. A secure government facility. Level 4 security clearance required. Biometric scanners, armed guards, reinforced doors, camera coverage 100%. 3:12 a.m. Guard station, ground floor. 2 guards monitoring screens. All floors show clear. Building secure. Timestamp 03:12:58. 3:13 a.m. Alarm triggers. Motion detected. Level 3. Restricted archives. Both guards respond. Sprint to level 3. Elevator, 45 seconds. They arrive. Door is locked. Requires keycard and fingerprint. They unlock it. Open it. A man, sitting on the floor, hands over his face, crying. He looks up, sees the guards, raises his hands, says, "Don't shoot. I don't know how I got here." The man, Thomas Wright, 37 years old, accountant, no criminal record, no security clearance, lives 12 kilometers away. He's wearing pajamas, bare feet, no phone, no wallet, no keys. He was home, in bed, asleep. He woke up, and he was here. Concrete floor, metal shelves, fluorescent lights, a locked room inside a government building. Security reviewed footage. Timestamp 03:12:58. Room is empty. Timestamp 03:13:01. Thomas is there, sitting, crying. 3 seconds. No doors opened, no windows broken. He appeared. Thomas had no way to enter, no keycard, no tools, no knowledge of the building layout. He'd never been there before. He didn't even know what the building was.
Authorities questioned him for 16 hours. Polygraph test, truth, he's not lying. Medical evaluation, no drugs, no alcohol, no mental illness. He's sane. Confused, terrified, but sane. Thomas said, "I was asleep. I felt like I was falling, like in a dream, but I kept falling. Then I hit something. Cold floor. I opened my eyes. I was there. I thought I'd been kidnapped, but no one was around. Just me, in that room." They checked his apartment, his security camera. Timestamp 03:12:58. Thomas in bed, sleeping. Timestamp 03:13:01. Bed is empty. Covers pulled back. He vanished from his bed. appeared in the facility, 12 kilometers away. The case was classified. Thomas was released, told never to speak about it. But he told his brother. His brother told me. And here's what terrifies me. I obtained the apartment security footage, watched it frame by frame. Timestamp 03:12:58, Thomas in bed, visible. Timestamp 03:12:59, Thomas still in bed, but something's wrong. He's not breathing, chest not moving. Timestamp 03:13:00, still in bed, still not breathing. Timestamp 03:13:01, bed is empty. But at 03:13:00, what's in the bed? It looks like Thomas, same size, same position, but not moving, not alive, like a shell, a placeholder. Then it vanishes when the real Thomas appears at the facility. What was in his bed? A copy, an afterimage? Or was Thomas pulled out of his body, leaving something behind for 1 second before it collapsed? 3 cases, Tokyo, London, Sydney, people teleporting across cities, through walls, into locked rooms, and every case has a twist. Space doesn't just break, it bends, splits, leaves traces. So what's happening? I've been tracking these incidents for 15 years, and I found a pattern. Look at this. I mapped all 67 documented spatial anomalies since January 2024. Tokyo, London, Sydney, Moscow, New York, Sao Paulo, Mexico City. They're not random. They form a spiral, starting from one point, Geneva, Switzerland, where CERN is located, the Large Hadron Collider, smashing particles at near light speed since 2008, creating micro black holes, bending space-time at quantum levels. What if those distortions don't disappear? What if they accumulate, spread outward, warping space in a widening spiral? I contacted a physicist, off the record. He said, quantum fluctuations happen constantly, normally microscopic, invisible. But if energy concentrates, if conditions align, those fluctuations can scale up, macro level, visible. People could slip through. And yes, it could be spreading from a central point, like ripples from a stone in water. 2 theories. Theory 1, localized wormholes. Einstein predicted them, shortcuts through space-time. What if CERN's experiments are creating them? Brief, unstable, lasting only seconds. You walk into one, you exit kilometers away. You don't even see it. You just blink, and you're gone.
Theory 2. Reality layering. Multiple realities exist in the same space, separated by quantum barriers. CERN's collider weakens those barriers. Realities bleed through. You're in reality A. It shifts. You're in reality B. Same city, same time, but different location, because in reality B, that's where you were. I don't know which is correct, but I know this. The incidents are increasing. 2020, 4 cases. 2022, 11. 2024, 34. 2025, 67. And every case has one thing in common. The person felt pressure, saw white light, and electronics nearby failed. Before I show you the most disturbing case, tell me, have you ever experienced a spatial anomaly? You're in one room, you blink, you're in another, no memory of walking. You're driving, you blink, you've skipped 5 kilometers. Comment below, let's map this together. Case number 4, November 3rd, 2025, Moscow, Russia, the Kremlin, one of the most secure locations on Earth. 2-meter-thick walls, guard towers, checkpoints, cameras everywhere, motion sensors, thermal imaging. No one enters without authorization. 4:47 a.m., guard patrol, outer wall, 2 guards, routine check. Camera shows them walking north perimeter, timestamp 04:47:23. Camera inner courtyard, timestamp 04:47:24. Empty courtyard, stone pavement, no movement. Camera inner courtyard, timestamp 04:47:25. A man standing in the center, frozen. 1 second. He appeared in 1 second, inside the Kremlin, past every security layer, walls, gates, guards, sensors, all bypassed instantly. The man, Ivan Petrov, 42 years old, electrician, lives in the suburbs, 18 kilometers from the Kremlin. He's terrified, arms raised, not moving. He doesn't know where he is. The guards surround him, weapons drawn, shouting commands. Ivan says, "I don't understand. I was at home. I was watching TV. Then I was here."
They detain him, search him, no weapons, no tools, no ID, just a man in civilian clothes inside the Kremlin with no explanation. Security checks his apartment. TV is still on, news channel, volume low, doors locked from the inside. His car is in the garage, keys on the kitchen counter. He didn't drive, he didn't walk, he was home, then he was inside the Kremlin. They interrogate him for 3 days, looking for accomplices, looking for clans, but Ivan's story never changes. He was watching TV, felt pressure, everything went white. Then he was standing on cold stone, guards shouting, guns pointed at him.
His doctor ran tests, brain scans, blood work, everything normal. No drugs, no head trauma, no psychiatric history. Just a man who broke through space. They released him with a warning. Don't talk, don't tell anyone. But Ivan told his wife told her sister. Word spread, and I found him. He agreed to speak anonymously. He said, "I thought they would execute me. I thought I was a dead man. How do you explain appearing inside the Kremlin? No one would believe me, but it happened. I was home. Then I wasn't." And here's the part that no one knows, the part that terrifies me. I obtained classified security footage from inside the Kremlin, that courtyard. Timestamp 04:47:25, frame-by-frame analysis. Ivan doesn't appear once. He appears 17 times. Frame 04:47:25:01, Ivan Petrov, standing. Frame 04:47:25:02, 2 Ivan Petrovs, side by side. Frame 04:47:25:03, 3. Frame 04:47:25:04, 5. Frame 04:47:25:05, 12. 17 versions of Ivan, all standing in the courtyard, all identical, all appearing in fractions of a second, overlapping, flickering, like a glitch. Then they collapse, merge, condense into one, the Ivan that guards found, the one they arrested. 17 attempts, 17 timelines, 17 versions of the same moment, all converging into one reality, ours. What happened to the other 16 Ivans? Did they vanish, merge, or are they still out there, in other timelines, wondering why they're suddenly in the Kremlin? 4 cases, and it's not stopping. Yesterday, 3 more people teleported, one in Paris, one in Dubai, one in Los Angeles. Different continents, different time zones, but all 3 appeared in the same place. A warehouse in Nevada, middle of the desert, abandoned, empty. Coordinates 37.2431 degrees north, 115.7930 degrees west. Look it up. It's real. Why that location? What's there? Why are people being pulled to it? I don't know, but I'm gonna find out, because this isn't random anymore. It's targeted, concentrated, and I think something at that warehouse is causing it. I'm planning to go there next week, document everything, find out what's inside, but I need you to know something first. 2 weeks ago, I experienced it myself. I was in my office, reviewing footage. I felt pressure in my head, ears popping, vision blurred. Everything went white. Then I was standing in Times Square, 4 kilometers from my office, hundreds of people around me, tourists, lights, noise. I had no memory of leaving, no memory of walking. I just appeared. I checked my office camera. Timestamp shows I'm sitting at my desk. Then the chair is empty. I vanished. Times Square cameras show I appear, out of nowhere, mid-crowd. I'm case number 68, and I'm telling you this because you need to understand. This is real. It's happening, and it could happen to you. Tonight, tomorrow, while you're reading this. Space is breaking, the tears are spreading, and something is pulling people to Nevada. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. Because if I go to that warehouse and don't come back, you'll know why. And if I do come back, you'll want to see what I find. Stay aware. Trust nothing. And remember, if you blink and you're somewhere else, find cameras, find witnesses, document everything. Because when space breaks, proof is the only thing that will save you from being called insane. This is Marcus Reed, case number 68, and I'm not done yet.